Hello everyone. In this video, we will be looking at array-based question which was asked in 2018 board paper. So what the question says, you have to write a program to accept a name and total marks of n number of students. Now n number of students means that number of students we have to ask from the user. In a single array, name and total marks, we have to store what? Name of student and total mark of that particular student. Now we have to calculate and print the average of the total marks obtained by n students and deviation of each student. Deviation of each student's total marks with average. So what we have to do? Deviation of each student we can find by total mark of that student minus average. So let's proceed. It is very simple question. We know the basic prototype of Java program. You have to start with import. Name of the class, I have given class name array 18. It's your choice. You can give any name. Public static void main and scanner object. Now I will declare two arrays. First array will be of string name, to store name is equal to new string. Now guys, here we don't know what is the size. So before proceeding further, what I have to do? I have to ask user what? How many elements he wants to enter, or how many students data he wishes to enter. So let's proceed. System.out.println, enter number of students, int no is equal to s dot next int. Now I know number of students are stored in the variable no. So how many names and how many marks will be there? Int total marks is equal to new int. What will be the size of the array? What is this brace indicate? Size of the array. So size of the array will be no. Here also size of the array will be no. What does it mean? If user says that he wants to enter information of 5 students, then no will be 5. So we will store 5 names and 5 total marks, right? Now one by one we will take the information from the user. What will we say? System.out.println, enter name and total marks of 5 students, not 5 students, of each student. Okay, because number of students we don't know, it will come or it will be decided runtime. Now I'll run the for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than. For any array based program we have to run the for loop to take the input from the user for calculation and for printing. So what am I doing? I am taking the info. I strictly less than no because I know size of the array is no. I plus plus. Why strictly less than? Because we are starting from 0. Array indices starts from 0. Either you write no or you can write total marks dot length, because it is same. Size of the array is the same which we took in the variable no. I'll take the information. What will I take? I'll first take the name. N is equal to n of I is equal to, common mistake which student do is what? They write only n, but we are dealing with array, so we have to write n of I is equal to s dot next. I took the name, then I will take the integer, we will take the total marks. So total marks of I is equal to s dot next int. Now see, these two statements are in the for loop. Why I am writing next line? Because if user wishes to enter the full name and surname, that will be okay for him. Now I took name and marks. In examination, while writing the paper, you just have to write these 2 lines. That is okay. But for practical purpose, when I am executing this program, I have to add one line s dot next line. Why I am doing this? Because when user enters the name, say Sam, and when user enters the marks of Sam as 45, after 45 when he presses enter button, which button? If he press enter button, what will happen? That enter will go in next iteration here in n of I. So to avoid that problem, we have to write extra s dot next line when you are taking successively string integer, string integer, string integer. If you are taking, then one extra line is required. But for theoretical purpose, you don't have to write. Now, how will I calculate average? First, I have to find out total of total marks. Am I correct? So what will I do? I'll declare one variable double what sum is equal to 0, 0.0, right? Or you can write integer, it is completely okay. Int sum is equal to in the beginning 0. Every time when I take total marks, I have to find summation of it. We have to sum, because suppose there are 5 students and their total marks are 45, 37, 23, 14, 12 or 11. These are the total marks of 5 students. So to calculate average, I have to sum it. So how will we do? We will run the for loop again to calculate total. Or you can do here itself. Either you write here the line sum is equal to sum plus Tm. Either you do this line here, or Tm, is it Tm? No, we have to write Tm of I. Either you write this line here, or to avoid confusion, we will write separate for loop. In this for loop, what I did, I just took names and total marks of each student. Now I will again run the for loop for I is equal to 0, I strictly less than no, I plus plus. What is I? It is integer which we have to declare. Now I'll write what? Sum is equal to sum plus P of I, because we have to add all total marks. Now what will we do? Total is there with us. Now average. How will I calculate average? Double AVG is equal to sum upon what? NO. But answer will come 0. Why? Because this is integer and this is also integer. Integer upon integer will not give you proper answer. It will not come 0, but it will not come proper decimal values. So what we have to do? We have to declare sum as double. Okay. Whenever you are calculating average or something, out of numerator denominator, one should be double. Okay. Double sum is equal to 0, 0.0. Now average is equal to sum upon NO. We calculated. Now we will print first average. What is this? Average of total marks of each student. Total marks of all students, no? Average of total marks of all students. What is that? We have to print it, right? So we'll give space and plus AVG. Now I want to print deviation for everybody. Deviation, what formula is given? Deviation is equal to total marks minus average. So we just have to simply subtract what? From total marks. Where is my total marks? In P array. From that what I have to subtract? I have to subtract AVG. So what will I get? I'll get deviation of that student. Right? So again for calculating the deviation, we have to run the for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than NO, I plus plus. What will I do? I'll write the deviation of student. Now, deviation of student I means 1, 2, 3, 4. But our I starts from what? Array indices starts from 0. So we cannot say the deviation of student 0, the deviation of student 1. Let it be as it is right now. Then again, deviation of student I is, then I'll give space and plus, then what is the formula? T of I total minus ABG. Because what formula is given? They have already given. Deviation is equal to total marks of student. Where is the total marks we have stored? In which array? In array TM. Oh, I have not written array sign. Okay, TM. So, TM total marks of I minus AVG. Control S, we will save it and we will run the program. Before that, I will comment it, comment the question. We first took the values, then we calculated the total. Total is sum is equal to sum plus TM of I. Array name was TM. Okay. Now we will run it. The program is compiled successfully. Now we will run it. Enter number of students. Suppose I am writing 3. Now it is asking me enter the name and total marks. So I entered the name Sam. His total marks out of 50 is 34. Then again it is asking me for name. I will write Anuj. His marks is say 52 or 42. Then next name is Nimit. His marks is say 56. Okay. Now it is directly calculating average of total marks of all students is 44 upon 2. Deviation of, see what it is printing, deviation of student 0 is this, deviation of student 1 is this, deviation of student 2 is this. What does it mean, guys? We instead of 0, 1, 2, what do I want? Deviation of first student, deviation of second student, like that. So I just have to change this one line, right? Where here the deviation of student, which student? I plus 1. The deviation of student I plus 1 is, in examination, if you don't want to do this, you can simply write one line. I am showing. Wait. See, this is the way we can simply print the deviation of each student. If you don't want this type of complicated statement in examination, you simply write here deviation of each student is, and then we will simply print inside for loop. What will I print? I will simply print the formula. Which formula? AVG minus total marks of I, because deviation formula is already provided in the question. There is the question. Deviation is equal to total marks of student. Where did we store the total marks? In which array? TM array. So TM of I minus total marks of student minus AVG. Okay. Let us run it again. Semicolon expected. We'll run it again. Program is compiled. Now I will run it. Enter number of students. I will write 3. Name and total marks. So Sam, his marks is 45. Then Aniket, marks are 22. Then groove, marks are 42. See what it is printing. Average of total marks of all students is this. And deviation of student 1, 2, 3. It is printing one by one. So this is the way we can do the program for finding deviation. Listen, it is very easy. We just have to find first what? We have to find total marks, that is total marks of all students total marks, right? Which we have stored in which array? Tm. We calculated, then average will be sum upon number of students, and deviation formula is directly given, Tm of I minus average. See, only these few lines are the main logic. Thank you.